Hey everybody. So we are here in Worcester. We decided to take a room at the Travel Lodge here in the middle of Worcester, downtown Worcester, as you just saw. So we started yesterday in Chapstow, as you know, Chepstow. Jeez, never ever am I ever going to get this right. So started in Chepstow and continued along the GPX file route that Nigel had that we've been following ever since we left Land's End. And it took us up over a really, really long back road climb through farming communities and along this long laneway. Um, we got to the top and just went right back down into the Wye River Valley. And when we got to the first B road, we looked and we saw that that B road came from Chepstow. And we thought, why didn't we just take the B road to where we were? That we could have avoided that really long, I'm talking long and steep climb. So, anyways, we continued following the route to down into the Wye River Valley, and that was really nice, as you saw. And then eventually it took us to Ross on Wye. We took a break there, and we had a good hard discussion about the route and what our options were. So we went out and grabbed a couple of other more direct Land's End to John Groats routes, and we looked at the one that looked most direct, and we decided to start following that instead. So we veered off the old GPX file route to the new one, and that brought us here to Worcester via just an afternoon of riding through farms and roly poly, similar to Cornwall, but not nearly as steep in terms of climbing. And that was one of those meh days. It was cloudy all day long and windy. Sometimes you had a headwind, sometimes you had a tailwind, and that brought us here into Worcester. And along the way, it started getting a little bit cooler, so we thought, well, why don't we just get right into town, grab a room? It was a good deal here at the Travel Lodge. I think we paid like £54 each for a room, so a room each. So that was a pretty good deal. Anyways, went out to a really nice pub and had some beers and had some really, really good pizza. I can't remember the name of the pub, but I can put it down in the below here if you want, if you're ever coming this way and going through Worcester and looking for good pizza and beer. But yeah. So, anyways, didn't get to bed until almost midnight last night, and got up earlier this morning. Could use a few more hours of sleep, but anyways. So we just finished breakfast, and we're just in the room now packing up, and we should be leaving shortly, probably within a half an hour. And the plan today is to get as close to Stoke-on-Trent as we can. Again, we're trying to, get 100 plus kilometer days. The more, the better, because I'm going against the clock anyways, because I have to be back at Gatwick in the morning of the 7th of June, and it is the 24th of May. So we have a long way to go. So that's that. So just thought I'd fill you in, let you know what's going on, and we will see you on the road. We are downtown Worcester. Nigel thinks he knows the way. I think maybe he does. Oop. No, it's the other way. Thank you. No, I think we're going the wrong way.
Not this? Not the way we came up?
Well, no, it's so that's the river. So what we have to do is go to the canal.
All right.
So the canal is the other way. Right back through. Seen enough of Worcester. Nice narrow streets, lots of nice looking shops, all good, but now we have to find our way to the Canal Trail. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yep. All right, so we are coming out of Worcester, and so this is my first view of these little canal boats. I guess people live on them, you can rent them, I don't know, go up and down these canals. The canal back there, I didn't get it on video, maybe it's going to be like that up here too, but it's really narrow. Just narrow enough for one of these boats. So you can get an idea when you see the width of these boats, just how narrow the canal is, I guess. We built them way back. Anyways, this is kind of cool. So yeah, so this is another one off my list. I wanted to see the little canals and little canal boats, and now we're seeing them. All right, and now we finally got ourselves on track and riding up the canal out of Worcester. So you can see the swans there with their little signets. How cute is that? Yeah. Careful, don't ride into the canal. Very important. All right. A low ceiling here. All right. Anyways, that's that. Oh, a couple of duckies. It would appear that these boats are just owned by some of the people that live along the canal here. Yeah, that would make perfect sense. Oh. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Thank you.
This guy's moving a bunch of firewood. Do they have fireplaces on these things? Well, decided to make a quick stop here. Thought I'd show you the canal and the lock. You can see just how narrow it is. Wow. And this is the Offerton bottom lock. I don't know. Is there an Offerton top lock? Anyways, so we are on the National Cycle Network route number 45. Who knew? Anyways, my GPS or GPX is telling us that we need to just continue following this canal, which is a really pleasant ride. Wow, that's a tight fit. And we're just pulling into a town called Groats Spa. Awesome name. No, we keep going, but do you want to stop? Well, welcome to Cheddarsley Corbett. It's interesting. They've turned the phone booth into a defibrillator booth. Wow. Interesting. So hopefully the bistro that is on my map will show up shortly. Maybe we'll stop for a coffee and a bit of a munch. Hey, so we stopped in this little town called Kinver, something like that. And we've stopped here at a Mr. Chips to get some fish and chips. And we're just going to sit in the park and have our fish and chips and then mosey on. So maybe might stop and grab some groceries at the co-op. Maybe even go across the street to that wine and beer shop. Maybe we can get a good double IPA. Decided to stop at the co-op food store and get a Costa coffee at their Costa coffee machine. It's actually quite good. Oh man, the fish and chips that I got at Mr. Chips there was absolutely delicious. Oh, so good. Yep. So, I think we might be able to get to Stoke-on-Trent today. We'd like to camp, if possible. We've had rooms for 2 nights in a row, so, you know, I mean, it's nice to stay in a room. It's really handy and convenient. We don't have to set up, but, you know, we can't be doing this forever. Otherwise, we'll break the bank. But it doesn't matter. It is what it is, and I probably won't come and do this trip again, so, yep. Gotta live large. We'll see you on the road. Okay, so this is different. Looks like a railway trail. It's kind of rough, but not too rough. Probably on the same scale as the cat trail at home. And I wouldn't normally ride this bike on that trail, but I'd ride the ECR, but I don't have the ECR with me. Okay, this That's interesting. All right. So I'm going to try and get through this. Yeah, I think I can do this. Or maybe not. Oh, there we go. No worries, I just don't want to get muddy. Ah, I went through some water back there and I thought I cleaned off my tires. But I get muddy again. That's okay. I'm going to assume that this is the shortest route. And it's certainly no hills, so I'll take the mud and the wet. Hey guys, thank you. I'm trying to make short work of this. Pretty sloppy. There we go. Oh, can I come right by you there, buddy?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks, guys.
No worries.
Wow, it's pretty messy in here.
It is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi all. So it is the evening of the 24th of May, and Nigel and I were able to get from Worcester to where are we now? We're between Stafford and Stoke-on-Trent. We're at another farm campground. Again, very nice place. Fiddly Farm or something like that. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice campsite. Very basic, just like the other ones. Just a very large area of cut grass, nice grass. It has a shower and a toilet and a place to wash your dishes. So the ride today was actually quite nice. After getting a little bit confused as to how to leave Worcester because we were right in the center of Worcester at the travel lodge. So from there it was a bit confusing, a bit challenging, trying to get to the bike path that the app told us, or the GPS file told us to go to. But once we got there, it was lovely. We traveled for many kilometers along this narrow canal with all these canal boats and all of that. So that was kind of neat. Endless bridges going under. But it was a nice ride. It was actually very, 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 very nice ride. Then we went out
came off of the canal. I'm not sure if the canal stopped or if it just kept going in a different direction. But anyways, we got onto the usual back roads and B roads, and I think we had a portion of an A road at one point, which is always just crazy busy. So the plan is tomorrow to want to try and leave a little bit earlier because I want to try and I need to make up more miles. I'm thinking getting between 120 and 130 in per day. That should get me to John Groats in plenty of time to be able to to just not have to rush on the train coming back to London, and maybe even if I'm lucky, I might be able to finish early enough so I can see London for a day. But if that doesn't happen, yeah, it's not huge. I'd like to, but I can always come back and see London, and I'd kind of like to do that with Eva, so I think that would be fun. So that's something to consider. Anyways, so that's kind of how today went, and that's how tomorrow is going to go. It's kind of late. It's after 10 o'clock, and kind of tired. Had a long day. I think we did 112 kilometers, and that's fine. That's the longest day, and that's kind of the stuff that I'm aiming for without having to delay my flight. Anyways, take care. See you tomorrow.